In the previous session, we defined some of the measure that we need to look at in order to consider something as truth. Okay, it is very important actually to be aware of that, because in the next few recordings, whatever I'm going to present to you, you might find it little shocking, very new, never heard before, never shown before. So that's why that measure itself will help you. Okay, have that faith in the information that I'm providing is true. Okay, so we'll start with understanding some of the timelines, um, and timeline as far as the different scriptures which were created as per that timeline. Okay, and then we will understand, okay, on which information that I should consider in the scriptures would be more validated, or it's or I need to reconsider. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the time cycle. Okay, a little bit in depth. We covered the basic paths, right? That our cycle goes to four stages. Okay, and throughout the time cycle, okay, time is cyclical. Very, very important to understand. Time is not linear. That's what we have understood from what we have learned, right? After the morning, the night comes again. The night will be back. Okay, it's this 4 seasons. The cycle repeats. Right after death, we take birth. Okay, death, birth, death, birth. Right. So this is the time is cyclical. Same thing. This is the world cycle. Okay. So it is cyclical. So after Satyug, okay, which is the golden age. Okay, I think I will go to this one. It will make more sense to you. Okay, after golden age, there is silver age. Okay, after silver age, there is copper age. After copper age, there is iron age. And after iron age, again, it has to go back to the golden age. Right, but who will bring the golden age? For that in between, we call a transition age. Okay, which we call end of the iron age and beginning of the golden age. That we call as a confluence age. Okay, you already have learned about it, where God has to intervene. God has to come. Okay, so this is that time right now this is the confluence age. God has incarnated. Okay, but in order to really believe that, we have to cover some aspects here. Okay, in the scriptures, which is mentioned in the scriptures. One of the most important thing that we have to be clear is the time cycle. Okay, so currently we all are thinking the time cycle is millions and trillions of years. Okay, but in reality, when God comes in, what He's telling us, the time cycle is only 5,000 years. Okay, the correct age is 5,000 years, not millions and trillions of years. All right, I know you will start kind of having a lot of, no, it's not possible because of that, because of this. Okay, let's not have your intellect go towards that. If you have a lot of why, what, how, all those questions are coming, just allow me to explain to you everything. Okay, and by the end of our topic, you can think in whichever direction you choose. All right, so let's understand that. All right, so the first question is, okay, how did we start thinking that cycle is millions and trillions of years? All right, on what basis we have accept that as a fact? Okay, so I will tell you that as well. Okay, one of the evidences is scriptures. Okay, other thing is basically what scientific theory that they have created. Okay, again, it's all theoretical basis. Okay, there is no practical proof as such. that is contributing to, okay, this is what is the fact. Okay, just like we had Darwin theory initially, evolution theory, okay, Big Bang theory, all those theories have been questioned and the assumptions have changed, and now our perspective has changed completely. So all those things, it's all theoretical. Everybody, we are making assumption. Even in scriptures also, we learned about it. Okay, the scriptures are written based on Shruti and Smriti. Okay, which what is heard and remembered. Okay, there is nothing that we can say exactly that any person have remembered back to being in that timeline and being there. Okay, exactly have that recollection. Okay, this I had this experience of, okay, this is a time cycle. I went in that time cycle, and okay, this is I experienced it. Because if they would have that knowledge, they would have explained to us by now. Nobody had this knowledge. Okay, that the world goes to the 4 stages. People used to think heaven is somewhere up above. We already proved in our, I should say, have proved that perspective, okay, based on logical rethinking. Again, please don't take the meaning of proof as like, what I'm here means, like proving means just showing the perspective, okay? So putting the perspective in front of you, which God is giving right now. Okay, so in that sense, we have already mentioned that heaven is in this world. Okay, we explained to that, so that people didn't know. In the script, according to scriptures, it just says heaven up above, up above. Okay, and we clarified it why it has said like this, and then the interpretation was taken wrong, in a wrong way. So that's the reason they have assumed that based on the limited way. Okay, so you kind of got little sense of it, right? This is until we know that, okay, golden age and silver age is in this world, people will not know exactly, okay, that how the timeline of the cycle. You have to connect this or everything 4 ages in this world, then only the timeline that we set, it will make sense. Okay, that is the one thing. Other thing is, so that is the number of years. We will show some evidence. If we say scriptures, okay, some people are not still ready to believe that, okay, this number is, how do we believe that it's the God who is telling this? All right, even if you don't still believe that, or still don't have that acceptance of it, or just have the feeling that this might be truth, okay, then just think, and I will put some information in front of you, and then see, logically think, okay, that and then you decide, okay, based on your divine intellect. All right, so for that, so let me just put forth some information in front of you. Okay, so why 5,000 years in even logical sense that I should consider it? Okay, so I hope it made sense so far what we have covered. If any confusion, let me know. Okay, all right, so in order to understand, again, the memorial, okay, so in here it is about the swastika. Okay, so one of the reason, the logic through which we will understand this is swastik. Okay, so swastik represents human history. Okay, the swastik has 4 equal quadrant. Okay, and this is the image when God comes. He's the one through divine vision. This picture is created of the world cycle, which is accurate, and it has the swastik. Okay, until now, the meaning of swastik, that the way we have understood, actually, God is putting it in the right perspective. Okay, so the swastik, actually, the meaning of swastika. Swa means the self as a soul. Stik means sthiti, means to conduct, to the stage. Okay, to even to exist, it says. Okay, swasti means auspicious or good luck. Okay, one who creates good fortune. Okay, through the complete knowledge of 4 ages. So this is the time that we come to know about the real meaning of swastik, which is divided into 4 equal quadrants, which is representing the 4 ages being equally divided, actually. Okay, so the swastika has a connection with our history, actually going through this 4 stages. Okay, and then even though we come at different times, we still go through 4 stages. And some of us, all of us who are listening to this, all the deity souls, okay, we go through this 4 ages too from the beginning. Okay, not just 4 stages, but also through 4 ages as well. Okay, so that's what the significance behind swastika is. Okay, it is the auspicious good luck. There's existence of that information that can create good fortune for you. Okay, by knowing the complete knowledge of this, the secret behind this, the secret about this 4 ages of the cycle. Okay, so I hope it makes sense. It represents human history, and the dots, okay, the dot actually, I will come 4 dots is a drama of the human soul, point of light. Okay, so circle around the swastika, the drama is cyclic in nature. Okay, so the 4 dots is all the journey of all us souls, okay, who go through stages. Okay, some of the soul, we go through 4 stages as soon as the world begins. Some of us, depending on when we come, our 4 stages begins, or some of us, since whoever has come from the beginning, it's for them, it's whole 4 yugas they go through. Okay, 4 stages throughout the 4, in that journey of 4 yugas. In golden age and silver age, they will be in the sato stage, and then from the copper age, they will adapt rajo and then tamo. So 4 yugas becomes that the 4 quadrants for them, or the journey of the soul going through 4 stages. But some of us who don't come, some of the souls actually do not come during the golden age and silver age. They might come from in the copper age. For them, the 4 stages begin from them. So it's not that some of the souls who do not come in the golden and silver age, they don't experience happiness. They do experience happiness, the sato stage, for very short amount of time. Okay, just like all the religious fathers, they had that sato stage just for one birth, and after that they also fall down, compared to the deity souls who remains happy for a long time during that first 2500 years. Okay, so for some souls, the journey is going through 4 stages. For some souls, going through, 4 yugas and 4 stages. And then for some souls, 3 yugas. Still, they will be going through 4 stages. So for some, starts, from in the midway, from the Raju Yuga. So they have a journey of going through 2 yugas, but still goes through the 4 stages. And some souls just have 1 yuga. They only come in the Iron Age, but still they have to go through the 4 stages. Okay, but the only difference is depending on basically the foundation that they lay during this confluence age, which you will understand in the future recording, but just keep that in mind. So our foundation, okay, of recording the sanskars for many births, okay, of or dominating, you can say, the sato, rajo, tamo gunas, okay, it happens only at once when God comes at this time. Okay, very, very important part to remember here. Okay, so depending on how much we make effort based on recognizing God and following his Srimad, accordingly, that knowledge of sanskars, okay, the sanskars of knowledge, okay, and the dominance of gunas determines when we will come, how happy we will be throughout throughout our journey. Okay, so that's why it's very, very important we take this initiative to recognize God, stabilize our faith where he is, and remember him. Okay, so we can earn the fortune for many, many births at this time. Okay, if not now, then never. Okay, let's look at this one of this point. Okay, it says here. Okay, so in here it says, remember one word new. Okay, so this is the time. See how swastik, we are learning there's the deep secrets, of through the study of Raj Yoga about ourselves, about God, through which we can create the fortune for many, many birds. Okay, so that's why in here it says, okay, swastik being stable in your own stage and the knowledge of the whole creation. Okay, so that also swastik symbolizes. How can this knowledge, how can this knowledge help me to stabilize in my soul conscious state so I can come into heaven, experience the happiness for a longer period of time. Even in the world of sorrow, that sanskars can still help me fight with the sanskars of Maya and still make me feel happy. Okay, stabilize myself. So for that, it is important to have the knowledge of myself and the whole creation. Okay, and then here, it is taken the example of Ganesh. Okay, so at the beginning of any task, we definitely two things we do: draw the swastika, okay, swastik, and say salutations to Ganesh. Right, that is the mainly it's commonly it's done. Okay, let me see. Okay, so salutations to Ganesh. Okay, so it is so that's why what is a swastika called? Ganesh. Okay, Ganesh means knowledgeful. So all the knowledge is merged into the one picture of swastika. Okay, swastik. So they show the Ganesh or swastik as a memorial of the awareness of being knowledgeful. Okay, so what does this mean? The basis of the success in any task is to be knowledgeful. That is to be sensible and an embodiment of knowledge. If you become sensible and embodiment of knowledge, then every action would be elevated and successful. Okay, so those people simply draw this symbol on paper as a memorial, whereas you Brahmin souls create every thought while being knowledgeful yourselves, and you would therefore experience those thoughts and success at the same time. Okay, so from today, with the color of this determination, every thought and sanskar has to be new in the account book of our life. Not it will happen at some time. It will definitely has to happen. It definitely has to happen. Become stable in your original stage and do this Shri Ganesh. Ganesh is remembered and a swastik is drawn at the start of any auspicious task. So that is begin this now. So for us, our swastik begins now because we are starting this new journey, a new experience, which is ours. Okay. So yes, so journey. So we are creating our own swastik practically. Okay, by knowing the secrets of our journey. Okay, and creating our fortune for new beginnings. Okay, so that's why it is very, very important. We take this complete knowledge, we become embodiment of knowledge. So we can create those sanskars that can give us happiness for a long, long time to create our divine fortune, good fortune. Okay, so that's why I hope it is clear now. That's why we put 4 dots. Dot is, we know the bindu. Bindu is representing the Atma. Okay, the arms, look at the right arm, okay, which is on the side. It is representing the age of the golden age, peace and happiness. Okay, right arm, which is descending, as you can see in here, okay, the descending one, Treta Yuga, okay, that is representing decrease in peace and happiness. So as we go down the cycle, okay, the soul, as soul goes through cycle of birth and death, okay, it loses its originality. Okay, so that's why the quality of the peace and happiness reduces. So that's why it says decrease in peace and happiness. Okay, as the soul becomes that 80% charge from 100%. Left arm ascending, which is it's going up, I mean on the side. That means it's directing towards the copper age, which means it's the world of sorrow and peacelessness begin. Okay, and then the left arm just upward here is increasing peacelessness and sorrow. Okay, so that's why this has this 4 arms position like that. And we didn't know this until now, because that's why the swastik, what is that auspicious thing, auspicious secret that we have to come to know about us to create a good fortune, is only revealed when God comes. Okay, so that's why this 5,000 years equally divided. Okay, equally divided, representing each age is 1250 years. Okay, that's why it comes to 5,000 years. Okay, in the eternal world drama cycle, that cycle repeats again and again and again. Okay, which doesn't change how long the cycle is. The time of happiness is equal to time of sorrow. Okay, so that's why it's not that, okay, with the time of happiness is greater than the time of sorrow, or time of sorrow is greater than time of happiness. No, it's equally divided. Okay, and then swastika is the original, it is a symbol of the deity religion. Okay, ancient deity religion. Okay, which is originally named as Adi Sanatan Devi Devta Dharam. Okay, commonly called as Sanatan Dharam. Okay, it is appeared on the chakra or wheel that is carried on the upper right index finger of deity Vishnu. Okay, so again, the wheel represents the 4 main ages. We already talked about it. Okay, so see, it signifies auspicious, long life, good luck, security, and God's benevolence. For that, God has to come, right? So only with through His knowledge, enlightenment, only we can able to bring that good luck. Okay, I think everything is clear, right? Okay. Okay. And see, in here it says, these are the versions of the Supreme Soul. Okay, the very meaning of making a sign of swastika is that when the Supreme Soul comes to this world, he makes the knowledge of the 4 ages. Yeah, I'll make it a little bigger. Okay, he makes the knowledge of the 4 ages sit in our earth-like intellect, just as there are 4 arms of the sign of swastika. Okay, so he's saying that it's also called satya. Okay, and it is done where anybody, any occasion where anybody starts something new, whether it's building a shop, house, perform any worship, it is marked, okay, on the wooden board. Okay, so I hope it makes sense. And here, see, God Himself says the cycle of 4 ages keeps rotating. It keeps rotating continuously. It never stops. Okay, but the Supreme Soul Shiv comes between the Iron Age and Golden Age. He brings the transformation. Okay, in here it says it means to transform the degraded sinful world into a new world of Golden Age is the task of only the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul Shiv. It is not the job of any human being. Okay, so it's very, very important here. Until someone has recognized that Supreme Soul, he cannot get the knowledge of that either. Okay, it is because that knowledge can be obtained only through the Supreme Soul, not through the human beings. Okay, Supreme Soul himself comes and awakens every soul. So the divine knowledge, the knowledge of the Supreme Soul that is given is called the knowledge of the world cycle. Okay, until this knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end of the world sits in the intellect of every child, he cannot attain true liberation. Okay, so that's why it is very, very important to recognize God based on this divine knowledge, to know all the deep secrets, okay, about the cycle. Okay, we are going to briefly look at the memorial of swastik in all the major religions, because all of this knowledge, the divine knowledge the Supreme Soul gave, was taken by everyone. That's why they have the memorial, okay, in their religions as well. So we need to understand that how this is how we can unite together, it only through this divine knowledge and recognition of God. we will understand that how swastika is a holy symbol by all the major religions. So first of all, the Aryans who used to use swastika as a holy symbol related to God, to good or benediction to God. Okay, they considered it to be very auspicious. Okay, so religious minded people inscribed it on the first page of any book they have written in the business or in their business account books that we already have looked at it. Okay, again they have used it in everything, and before any auspicious task they will draw it, whether it's on cash registers, on the new shops or puja or new house, anything. Okay, now in different religions also you will see the swastika. Okay, one of the memorial is the sign, okay, which is marked on the chest of some statues of Buddha, okay, on the lower side of his feet. Okay, Buddhists spread the use of this symbol, okay, in the different parts like Tibet, China, Cambodia, Japan, and Korea. Okay, Jain also use that as a sacred symbol. You will hear this again in the video that I'll be sharing you, which is found in China. It connotes the abundance, long life, and happiness. And the Christians also use that sign as well. In Greece, they have frequently found it in the coins. Okay, in Egypt, it was used as a religious symbol. Okay, in Great Britain, it was used as a holy mark. Okay, they have considered as a sacred symbol in the Roman England. Okay, in Great Britain, they have also found it adorned with swastika, one of the site here in the excavation. Okay, so these are this how they have represented it. These are the different symbols, as you can see. Okay, it is also used in Arabian by Arabians as well. Okay, by Muslims as well. So these are the some of the memorials here. Okay, you can take a look at it. I just want to show you, just like in here, Red Indians, as you can see. Okay, they have this mark, and also they have it in here as far as the Christian. You can see it on the cross, right? And then see on a Roman mosaic, you can see the sign here. Okay, they have found it in Ukraine, carved on an ivory. Okay, you can see this here. Okay, this is found in Scotland. Okay, on the left side, and then on the right side, it is found in it's not showing the place here. Okay, but it is shown as a 12th century manuscript or in British Museum. Okay, swastika on Jesus' heart. Okay, was seen in France. Also in one of the sculptures, they have also found the swastika. You see it here. Okay, and in here you see the yeah, in here you can see is it in the rocks of West Yorkshire, one of the monument. In France, you can see it on the floor here. And they have it also on the left side as one of the super pottery plates. One of the plates. Okay. You see this in Buddha's chest. We just mentioned about it. Okay. They have found in the paintings, the sand paintings as well. Okay, and then you can see here in the Orthodox Church, Okay, they have it on the cross. Okay, as far as they have it in the Muslims also. They also say that it was around the world in the sub-Saharan Africa as well. Okay, so in here you will see on in Persia, Iran, you can see this where there is the memorial. They have it in the Makkah as well as a memorial, and okay, and there's some more places, okay, towards the Muslim countries. Okay, so you can see all these things, right? So it should be obvious now that all this memorial, it has significance. Yeah, you might be kind of see it as like a symbol for Nazi as well as in the negative perspective, but and that was misused. Okay, but in the true sense, the real meaning is only told by God. Okay.